whether you've been in an abusive relationship for an hour, a day, a month, a year, 10 years, there's things that the abuser does to you that will never leave you, from literally telling you everything that's wrong with you, putting you in certain situations where you feel so humiliated. The simplest of things, like getting dressed in the morning. You know, what do I wear? I'm used to being told what to wear in such an aggressive way that these things I didn't have to think of, or, you know, I'm not allowed to have a credit card, I'm not allowed to drive, so you have to relearn everything again.
So all that happened to you?
Oh yeah, and way worse, way worse. I mean,
like what?
The levels of abuse don't just, especially if you stay with them for longer, start isolating you, so you don't really have any friends, your phone gets monitored, your every move gets monitored, whether you're working or not. And then there's the constant threat of, if you leave me, I'm going to blackmail you, or I'm going to tell everybody how crazy you are. So,
I mean, it's terrifying.
Yeah, it is. And it's something that happens a lot, all the time, whether you're from a council estate or whether you're in the Houses of Parliament. It can happen to anyone. It doesn't discriminate against your age, race, how wealthy you are, how poor you are.
Do you think your nice girlfriends knew what was going on?
Yeah, I think some of them did in dribs and drabs. But I was in it for 10 years. I was very good at hiding a lot of things, especially anything to do with my then husband and what I was going home to, or what I'd just come from.
I want to ask you about December 2014. You were a judge on The X Factor. It's the live final, and you appeared without your wedding ring, and it looked as though you had a bruise on the side of your face, which was covered with makeup, and you had scratches on your arms. What made you decide to do that?
By that point, when I was doing The X Factor and I'd missed that show the night before, I'm very much 100%. When I commit to my work, I commit to my work no matter what happens. And I got myself out of the hospital bed. I wanted to do the show. I was making some kind of gesture, like I took my wedding ring off. I'm like, you're not going to be controlling me or deciding how this story plays out. So I guess it was wanting to somewhat say this has to stop to my then husband, but then also saying, look what you've done to me. Look what you did.